Hey, good morning, YouTube. How's everybody doing today? Just wanting to give you a little bit of an update about why you guys are feeling so out of sorts right now. There's a lot of things that are going on as far as planetary alignments, and we're actually experiencing, I think, 5 planets right now that are retrograde. I'm getting ready to go over them. Can't do this without my cheat sheet on this one. Usually I fly by the seat of my pants when I do these videos for you guys. I kind of go with divine inspiration. When it hits me, I kind of say what they're telling me to go ahead and get across. But today I'm going to follow the cheat sheet. So we're dealing with retrogrades right now. And Mercury isn't even in the mix yet. Hang on. It gets better. But retrograde means, actually, it's when a planet does its orbit, it's kind of when the planet looks like it's going backwards. It's not really, it might be like a loop kind of sideways looking thing from where we're at. Or it can look like this, but it's still not changing really. But that's all a retrograde is. It is a planet looking, and actually, what's the word? Transfiguring. Big word. I just found that out. Just heard it. Well, thank you, Spirit. Into the energy that we're all feeling. Okay. Now, during a retrograde, a lot of things reoccur. Retrograde, that re on the front of that. You're going to have to redo a lot of things right now. There is a regression happening. There is a reconstruction happening. There is reassembly happening. There is a lot of stuff that it really pertains to for things that are going to have to happen again. This retrograde is also going to bring past things back into your life. So you might be dealing with some issues, personal issues. Let's just say you split up with a best friend. They became a little toxic. You decided, look, my life's headed on a new path. I don't need to be around this negative energy. So, you know what? I'm just not going to kind of hang out with them. Well, you know what? This is a time when those people are going to come back. You love them dearly. Hang out with them. Visit briefly. Don't let their toxicity get to you. But you're going to see return of people. This also could be a return of a love interest. And it can also be the return of a business interest. Always when I'm in the middle of a video, somebody's got to go potty. Hold tight, I'll be right back. Okay. So you're going to see some older friends, older acquaintances, older love interests, older business partners, not necessarily that they are old, but you're going to see people return from the past right now too. Let me tell you, let me get my bifocals on here and tell you what is going on with the planets. Right now we have Venus, and that's retrograde. And that's the one that is most likely, Venus is associated with the heart. And men are from Mars, women are from Venus. And it's an old love that might likely be prone to turn up. We also have Saturn retrograde right now, too. Saturn is a little more of a high-speed, agitated kind of planet, and it will cause, but some people are being patient. Don't let it get to you. Don't sweat it. Walk around them. We also have Jupiter retrograde too. Venus is only retrograde until the middle of June. Saturn is retrograde until September. Jupiter is retrograde until September. We also have Neptune, and that is retrograde, and it has been retrograde since January the 23rd. So Neptune is pretty, you know, if you think about King Neptune in relationship to the planet, man, he's the ruler of the whole thing. His word is command almost. And you're going to match up the time frames on that Neptune retrograde to the pandemic and the lockdown, you know, the shelter in place kind of thing. We also have Pluto that is retrograde, and that went into retrograde in April, and it's not coming out until October. In August, we do have Uranus going retrograde also. That's kind of going to balance us out a little bit, though. You know, you can't have too many things going around without it really, the universe getting those things back into balance a little bit. We have Mars going into retrograde in September. And we actually have Mercury going into retrograde, and that's the one everybody blames for everything, including myself. When something goes wrong, it is Mercury retrograde that did it. And that's going to happen in June. You know what? I'm going to Google that right while I'm talking to you, because I think it's June 25th. And so how was your week? June 18th to July 12th, Mercury will be retrograde. Now, Mercury has a lot of effect on electronic things. It affects communications, okay? When Mercury's retrograde and you're trying to convey a message via text, every time I get on here, I always get a frog in my throat. Expect the communication to be possibly misinterpreted. When Mercury is retrograde, it causes appliances to fail, anything electronic. It causes mixed communication, and it's kind of crazy with transportation. Okay, so it is a good time to actually, you know, do that maintenance on a car, do those little things, wash, wax, take care of it, the things you don't get a chance to do, just to keep Mercury, you know, at bay. There's not a lot that you can do, you know, to change the planets, that's for sure. But there is a lot you can do to change your own thought process on this. It's kind of nice to be able to know that, you know, there's things going on up there, you know, with the planetary alignments that is making me kind of feel this way today. But once you know that's why you're kind of feeling a little out of sorts, shake it off. Let that shit go. You know what? You can only blame Mercury for so much. At some point, you are the one that just, you know what? I've been really good about not dropping the F-bomb, but at some point, you've got to know that you're the one that fucked up. Point blank. Plain and simple. Take credit where credit is due, okay? We're going to get through these retrogrades. It's no big thing. I'm just letting you know what's happening. And you know what? If you hadn't known what was going on, you wouldn't be alarmed. I'm not. So don't let it scare you. It's just a heads up. It's kind of like a weather report. You know what? The weatherman hasn't been right. Maybe the planets aren't right. Maybe my prediction is not right. However, I do love you guys. Even while we're in this retrograde and this lockdown, please remember that I always send you love and light. Thank you guys. Love you.